transition to. My name's JT. This is Ben. We're just here for some Saturday night pippin, y'all. What the hell is happening with these charts? So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna look at Hex, Bitcoin, ETH. What else is there? Just kidding. We'll look at data. We'll look at Aave, Maddox, who knows? Whatever we decide to look at. So really no schedule here. We just wing it. Crypto and chill is the theme. And yeah, missing our boy Shane tonight, but that's alright.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he's at.
Maybe he's working.
Maybe. So what I've got here, though, we're looking at Hex, dude, and this is just like some silly charting, but using Fibonacci retracements and Fibonacci trend-based extensions. I just want to show you, kind of tell you what I did and tell you some significant colors, and then I'm going to zoom way in and just look at where the price is. So I pulled a Fibonacci retracement from basically the bottom at 0 or like 0.04 or something like real small to the top, and that's white. And then I also did a trend-based extension, so from down real low to the high to somewhere near in the low here, and that is, I think, red. And then I drew a retracement, Fibonacci retracement from the top to the bottom in yellow. And then I did between one of the bottom bars of the Fibonacci trend-based extension and then the retracement from the top to the bottom. Between those two bars, I pulled a fib retracement from top to bottom in green. So there was white, yellow, red, and green. And the green is being like the smallest, most zoomed in. And look where the price went.
Dude, boy. Look at that.
Directly.
Right at 0.236.
Directly, dude. What is it? It says 22.05 cents. Let's get real zoomed in here.
Let's go. So,
let me actually change that real quick.
If it wicks, it sticks, then we're looking at 22 cents sticking for Hex. I could see that. We'll take a look at it with Market Cypher too. I like that though.
That was only a few hours ago. So 22.059, and the number is 22.059. What? Wow. Real close. It's just bizarre to me that it is bouncing around like that into these, right at these levels.
So what do you think, where do you think it's going to go next? It looks like we're still seeing higher lows, higher highs, because you're at the 1 hour. Can you zoom out to the daily? How does Hex look there?
Lower highs.
Well, we have a higher low from December 12th, roughly. December-ish. So yeah, the lowest low there in the middle. So we've got a higher low from that. And it looks to me like you could pull. Did you already pull a Fibonacci extension and retracement on? Okay, so those are from further back. Okay.
I didn't do it recently here.
So let's take a look here. So Hex. If I can find my mouse. Sometimes the mouse just disappears.
Okay, so there's a retracement. The 0.618 is at 21 cents.
right.
Is that where you were thinking I should pull it?
Yeah. Is that the retracement or the extension?
That's the retracement.
Okay, so it never broke the 0.786. Is that what you were saying?
Negative. Nope. That is not what I was saying, but that's cool.
Oh.
I like that. That means we're
Yeah,
going up.
so yeah, so I mean, it got out of the golden pocket, which is between 0.382 and 0.618, but it didn't break the 0.786, which is kind of like the last line of support before your Fibonacci retracement is saying you're probably headed down, bearish, right? So if we got a bounce from there, looks like we got a little bit of a breather at the 0.618. Makes sense. Hopefully we kind of zig up to the 0.5, down to the 0.618, and then zag back up through the 0.5 to the 3.82. Yeah. And then maybe something hopefully quicker. Then,
So what I was saying though was that this point at the top, turn my magnet off, geez. That point there at the top, that was just somehow right at a level, right at one of the lines. You saw it was 22 cents and 0.05, 0.059 or something. And
yeah.
that was where the price went to.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all I was saying.
what is that price at the 0.5? Oh, it's 23.6, 23.8. Small.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the numbers. So look, you could put in, with its retracement of the tide, you could put in a small long with a limited downside. You can put your stop loss anywhere between your 0.618 and 0.786, depending on where you felt you wanted to mitigate risk.
Yeah, but you can't long or short hex, really.
You can buy it. That's how you
You
long.
can buy. That's how you long.
Yeah. So like if you're just trying to spot trade hex, you don't have to do a leverage. You could just buy it and then put in, I guess you wouldn't have a stop loss, you're right, but maybe you could probably do a stop loss order now. These dexes, man, I know that DexKit is one that I believe you can put in limit orders. Don't know
we
if you do
never went back
conditional.
and looked at it.
You would need to do a conditional for that.
We tested it once.
Yeah. Did it just get canceled? I don't remember. But at any rate, hey, you would, with hex, you always have a limited downside, in my opinion.
Limited, very limited. Yeah.
That is just it's a good spot to be like, hey, maybe it's time to DCA in a little bit.
Yeah. So this retracement here, this is like a little bit more short term from all those other stuff I was drawing.
Hold on just a second. I think I got a knocker, huh?
It's all good. So what I was drawing was like there was some sort of box like this where the price was kind of bouncing around, and I was like, oh, that was interesting. And then I drew the retracement from the top of that box, which was 2 lines that I had drawn somewhere else, but it was actually like that. That was how the box ended up being. And I was super surprised to see that price was right at the line. And that was like a very long-term thing. Actually, I could just do it real quick right now. Zoom way out.
Alrighty, sorry about that. I had
Sorry,
to
man.
let my wife know what kind of ice cream we had. I just got from the still. She's like, "What kind is that red one?" I'm like, "Raspberry red velvet." She goes,
Oh shit!
nom nom. They have one called parachuting beaver, and it's an alcoholic one.
Parachute
It's
beer.
like a peanut butter chocolate, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a stout in
That's
it,
funny.
beer. Yeah, so it's actually based off of a true story where way back in the day they had a problem with beavers in McCall. And it was when McCall was a relatively small developing town, but they had like something around 26 beavers that were mucking things up. So what happened was they decided they were going to use some old World War II parachutes. Can't make this stuff up. And they tested one in a crate to make sure it would break apart upon landing. And I guess it must have worked because they flew the next 25 out there and dropped them all in Frank Church Wilderness. So, parachuting beer. It's good beer. All right, man. Hexadoodle. So what are we seeing? I am Hex. Pulse X. Can we look at Pulse X by chance?
I don't know
Here,
if
I
you
need
can
to check
look
the
at that
chat.
here.
If you're watching, type something in the chat so that we know you're there.
So I was
something
just
so we can
drawing
say
up
hi.
all these Fibonacci lines, just kind of like I had done before. And then I got to this point here where I was like, oh, there's a line here from one, and then there's another line that was here from a different one. Oh, look, there's another line from one of the other ones. These are all super long term. And I was like, well, these two that are closest together, I'm just going to draw this fib retracement right here and see what happens. And then I was like, oh, what? It's right at that line. Oh my God. This color was green. Zoom way ahead. That's all I was doing.
Nice. Hey, what's FTT doing, bro? You got FTT up there? Let's take a little peek.
Yeah, you want to see?
Peeky poo.
Against what? Bitcoin or USD?
Do it against Bitcoin. That's the only thing that matters, right? Oh, what? Looks like Mount Everest, bruh. That's a cool looking chart. Damn.
It's very similar to what Bitcoin has done.
Let me pull this up here.
The accumulation distribution pattern. Where's the... Oh, it's down here.
Man. Is that a... Got it on the daily? That is just a crazy looking chart, man. Put it on the weekly. It's a beauty. Oh shit, what did I do here? Okay, show. Bruh. Yeah, you see your little long entry right there, whatever tool you have, that long. That's basically what Market Cipher is saying too. It had a long right there. Long signal, pretty hard where it had an anchor trigger.
Yep, and then here it's like you're wanting to close out your long because it's getting towards the ribbon.
Right there, though, where that one's not showing it, there's another trigger.
Right there?
Down a little bit.
Let me see what you got going on.
All right. Okay, so...
Oh, that's right, I forgot to expand.
Okay, so I got this on the weekly chart here. So yeah, I was talking about this. And then do I have Gray Pulse on?
This is on the weekly?
Yeah. Pretty macro, dude. FTT is probably going to go hundreds of dollars, I would imagine. I mean, look at the money flow.
Yeah. Right. That's what I was just looking at.
Everything's. I mean, these are wide. You don't really want to see these too wide like that, but everything's kind of iffy in crypto, so it makes sense. Did I draw this? French toast must have.
You just
Bam.
zoomed in, yeah, you did.
Okay, so let's see, 3-day. So 3-day actually shows a little weakness. That's probably why these are wide. No legs. So you go 3-day, because if you see here, you got one string. Well, you've got two divergences, right? You got one here and here. Come on, I'm not used to this yet. And the money flow is going down. And then it just keeps going down, and prices stayed kind of flat. So if you measure from here to here, was the first one I was doing. This guy. So these. So that is money going out of the asset while price shot up and then kind of fell flat. So so this green line, I think, is a 200 EMA. I want to say, I should know that for sure, but I think it's 200 EMA. So this would be a 203-day. So we go to the daily, and it's just kind of touching it and bouncing off, but it dipped below here, showing signs of weakness. But oh, look, so this is a critical pulse ray pulse signal. Long entry. Yeah. Nice. So it played out. That would have been a 32% gain.
Where does it show that?
The same signs. Right in this little box.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But that's if you got it at the very, very peak.
You should take your lines from your crosshair off.
Oh, is it doing the thing? It's doing the thing. Okay. Can you see it if I do? You probably can. The dot. You can see the dot, right?
I can see the dot, yeah.
Does it do the same thing that the crosshairs do? Nar. So it's got to be this.
It's got to be no lines. Yeah.
This is the way. Yeah. And then, so I like to look at this dude too. So if you zoom in a little bit here, we saw that bearish divergence. And you got some more right here. I need to do this. Where's the lock mode? There. Right here. See these? So you got to watch that stuff. But see, when the money flows green, that's weaker, and you want to look for the bullish divergences more, because they play out more powerfully in the green money flow. So yeah, dude, FTX, hard to say. Man, imagine getting down here at, oh, this is in Bitcoin. Well, still getting down in here in the early days.
The early days, though, that was only like 6 months ago or less, or a year ago.
No, it was in. This is showing 2020 for like November, right? It was last
December, yeah. Okay.
Maybe January 2021. Yeah, I guess you could say
a little bit over a year.
About a year. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Well, let's see how it looks against.
This is the daily, right?
Yeah. Daily chart. Oh, I do want to leave that on and go. Whoa, look at that wick. Wow. What does that look like on the... I gotta see the USD chart. So that's FTT and USD, or BTC, looking like it's got some bearish divergences, but money flow, it could go either way, right? So let's check out versus the dollar.
Wow, that wick goes right up to where it dumped. Whoa. Like, yeah, where it dumped right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
What's the top of the wick on the first red candle and the top of the wick on that big wick? 40, I can't read what it says.
The top was 49.94.
$50, okay. And the other one's $50. Nice. Wow. Okay.
50.067.
So a lot of people are cashing out at $50.
Yeah. But it was up above that. How long ago? Not very.
Oh.
Okay, so similar to the Bitcoin chart, but this one has a little more. That Bitcoin chart almost looks like a head and shoulders. This one looks a little more like a. It's got more structure to it to me. Like it's just kind of a wedge. And maybe you get something like this down here, or conversely, kind of work your way up to the top of this wedge, perhaps. So that's on a weekly scale. So that would be like
red or green dot on the 1 hour.
Man, this thing plays out over 2 months. So yeah, let's check out market saver. Money flow's kind of going down a little bit. That's your environment. You're on a pretty zoomed out time frame. But see, this I see bullish divergence though here, right? From these. So yeah, man, maybe you get this going up and at least testing. I mean, you're gonna have some turbulence here, right? With this guy. Let's see how quick I can draw stuff. Oh, that's not the one. What would it be?
What are you looking for?
Horizontal array. Let's read a chart about it.
Man, I really wish we had an office where we could have multiple screens, analyze charts, and decide what to put our money into, and start a fund and put a bunch of money into it.
Something like that, maybe. And then we'll call this like, I don't know, that man, you can't really call, this is so much time, you just can't not.
Well, yeah, you're cutting the fat, dude. Cutting the fat.
Yeah, it's a lot of fat to cut though.
You know, just hit the bottom or hit the top of the body on both of them.
Bam.
And on your left side.
You could almost do a channel if you didn't have that. But yeah, I mean, you could do something like this. It's only
2 points of contact anyway, so.
I like to do the wicks. That's all right. I just don't think I don't think that's quite right with this macro. FTX 115 by.
I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's not unreasonable, really.
I don't think it's not very unreasonable. Let's look at market cap.
Oh.
I'll spit a couple numbers at you here real quick.
You going there? You going to CMT?
Yeah, I'm basically already loading up. Oh, so we're gonna FinTrue next. What the heck was that?
$6 billion. 6.4. Fully diluted is 6.2 billion. Damn. See, that's so. Remember what I was talking to you about? What we
Number
were
27,
arguing about,
okay.
or whatever it was a while back about market cap. This is all I was trying to say right here. Market
The difference between fully diluted and not, or what?
Kind of. I mean, this is just a good example of what I was talking about, where when you think about market cap, it's kind of it's not a real good estimator of like, oh, there's $6.3 billion of money in this token. Like, people haven't actually spent that much money to buy the tokens necessarily. Case in point, if you just add more coins, this fully diluted market cap, for example, of perhaps locked up coins and whatnot, once they were to come into the market, let's say they were just for free, and people tried selling more than, let's say there is $6.3 billion in this, say people tried to sell $6.5 billion worth of the coin, there would be a point where there wouldn't be that enough money in it to sell hypothetically your coins. Now, of course, that all is determined by like order books, automated automated market makers, not money makers. That'd be great. So that's all I was trying to point out last time. Like, not that you can't use it to like talk about things, but it's just very interesting.
It is very interesting. Yeah,
it's not necessarily what determines. It's not a good measure of how much money has been put into it via speculative investment.
No, the market cap is really just a mathematical representation of how much money people are willing to pay for an asset at this given time, multiplied in some form or another into how many tokens are available or will be available on the market at any given moment. And what you were saying about being locked up and stuff, that makes a difference for sure.
Now, you can obviously look at it and be like, okay, this is still a relative number, right? Like, you measure it against other ones and you can identify low cap gems with it. But so yeah, it's like, obviously there's utility to that. I'm just, it was a thought experiment. But anyway, so market cap is 6.3 billion. What number is this thing ranked at? I didn't see. Is it on this page?
27.
Okay, good job. All right, he's on it. I don't know, man. I think that what if it was a top 10 coin? What would it have to do?
It has to be over 10 billion. 20 billion. It to be basically 20 billion. So it had to be 4 times as expensive to be top 10. You'd have to be $200 per coin.
Well, okay, let's compare it to other exchange tokens. Okay, so we've got BNB and
16
that's like
billion
and Binance. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the closest thing, right? Because Coinbase doesn't have a token.
Oh wait, sorry, hold on. I'm looking at Binance USD. Binance is 68 billion. Sorry,
it's 10x. So if
not 16 billion.
So if FTT 10x would be at $460, that would be right about where BNB's at.
BNB's top 4, top 5.
They must have a similar supply, because at the same market cap, they're almost the same price. But there you go. So if you compare it to a BNB, maybe it has that potential, man.
That's actually a very interesting point.
FTT.
But why compare it to Binance?
Because of their exchanges. Now, the difference between BNB and FTT for the moment is that you need BNB to pay for gas on the Binance Smart Chain. So it does have a little bit different of a utility. So you can make the case that because of that, perhaps there wouldn't be necessarily the demand for the FTT token that BNB carries. But, there's things like NFTs. What is it? NFTX, I think, is the exchange. Yeah. So, you know, there's other things they're developing that could match or surpass, you know, that demand that BNB holds. So for the Binance Smart Chain, who knows? Maybe FTT comes out with their own chain. Who knows? Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Would be another exchange token. I can't really think of one except. Oh, and dude, I can't believe I didn't know this for so long. We discussed this, I think, but Cardano. Gosh, what was the other one? It's a competitor, I think, to it, more or less. But is it? Gosh, this is gonna kill me. I don't know if it's Sol. At any rate, Cardano was one of those blockchains, and there's a few of them out there where if you create another coin on that blockchain ecosystem, it's not a smart contract. So that's why Cardano NFTs are so weird, because they don't. And maybe, I mean, weird doesn't mean bad, right? It could be weird in a good way long term when we figure all this stuff out. But yeah, it's like native to the blockchain, so it runs cheaper. I think I told you this, but just to share it with the stream folk. Anyway, hey, if you are watching, go ahead and drop a comment into the chat, and like and subscribe if you want. That'd be cool. We'll just be here charting and trying to think of what the freaking. Yeah, we've got a lot of learning.
Crypto and chill, baby. Oh yeah.
Saturday Pippin. God. Chart Pippin. There you go. Chimp charting Pippin.
I don't even know why you say those words.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know
Pippin.
why.
Pippin, because dude, it's a
Scottie Pippin.
And it's a play on pimpin.
Oh,
bro. Pippin.
Ridiculous.
That's the point. That is the point, indeed, my friend. Is ridiculousness, because that's all crypto is. It's all ridiculous. And you know, if you I like all the memes where people are like, oh, invested my money in crypto and lost it all, and I'm just like, I think that there is a little bit of a attack on the retail sentiment. They want to drive it down because they want to hog all the crypto themselves. That's why we're gonna have, and that we could not. We're going to. Hey, that's why we could have a drawn out extended cycle, bull cycle that goes down to 27, 28K, 30K, and we're going down to 12K. But then suddenly, boom, it just reverses out of nowhere. Granted, we weren't down to 28K. You know, we were what, 36, 35. We didn't get that low. We got down to 33. Back to 40K.
What if we had the people like, biggest bear trap to ever have happened? And
hey, I shorted still though and made money on that shit. So,
but I mean, like the biggest bear trap where it was like it went to 27,000, and everybody's like, "Oh, the bull market's over," and then all the bulls or all the whales are just like, "Gotcha," and then pulled all of their supply off the chain, off everywhere, and it was just like 200,000 in like a day or something. People are just like, "Oh, what's happening?"
Well, and what was crazy too is that people that were looking at on-chain analysis were telling you, if you're watching crypto YouTube and you keep up on that shit, then you would know that on-chain analytics are showing, hey, you know, right down here,
price is looking bullish.
Right in here, they be buying. And let's see, what are these lines? So it looks like, I don't know, looks like gold pocket numbers here all over the place to me. I don't know what this orange one is. That's, I don't even know.
What are you even
disregard
looking
the
at
orange
right
one?
Now here, dude?
You can see, right? You can't not see this.
I just zoomed
here.
In a little bit here.
Let me just go like this.
Perpetual on my bit, okay.
Oh, no, do that.
Oh, I see. We have just, this is like from previous chart and chill Saturdays, dude. Okay.
So basically what I've got going on here is I've got
A
some
ton of
extension and
stuff.
retracement lines. So this one right here, it's that's why I got bear. I mean, not just that, but I don't know. It was dicey when it got down here, right?
It's always dicey when
But
it's dipping down for
but
sure.
on chain analytics, yeah, because you broke what is this? I don't know which one this is measuring actually.
It's low.
This
It's getting
one,
real close to being a lower low, and
oh,
that's what
okay,
people
hold
are
on.
like getting scared about, basically.
Okay, I see. So this is a let's see here. What is it? A retracement? Yeah, it is a retracement. So the purple one is a retracement to the downside. Because I was trying to see if it would where we might accumulate for it to go lower to short again. But here, let's take a look here. So right here, yeah, it's still kind of there. So this right here is where you don't want it to break through if you're doing retracements, right? This is like it came up to here. Take my magnet off. What is it magnetizing? Don't know why that's magnetizing. But when you do this, like this extension, you want to stay in this golden pocket area, which is these 3 purple numbers right here. Ignore the green and the yellow. But if it breaks below the 0.786, you're kind of like watching it, right? And then just from market cipher, we've got this 25 to -5 is a really strong indication, and we're on the 3-day that it's going to keep pumping up. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete because of that this retracement, because I think it's invalidated. So we like that. Delete this. Delete this. Let's hide that so it's a little easier to see. So now let's see what this green one is, if I can remember. Extension from, is it going down or up here? Interesting. So it's going down with that one too.
But isn't that funny how the price is gravitating to those lines no matter where you
Here.
pull them from or to?
Oh yeah. I'm yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. Bear with me. So on this guy. Turn this back on real quick. Yeah, man. If it if I didn't have yeah, I don't know, man. I think this is invalidated too. So I'm looking at this green line because this is an extension for it to go again bearish. So your golden pocket's right here, right, with the 0.382, 0.05, or yeah, 0.5 and 0.618. So it's in the golden pocket in this area right here, but it looks like it's getting ready to break out with strength. So that's why I think that this extension, because I measured an extension for it to come back and then push down, it's kind of played out, maybe you could say. It's in the golden pocket. So if it were weak here and we're turning down, sorry, we'll look at this real quick. So if it were weak and turning like kind of like down like this, then you might look to just short this here. This looks pretty strong. Granted, it's on the 3-day. Oh, see, there you go. On the daily, though, it doesn't look so strong. Interesting. Anyway, let's just draw some fresh lines here. Oh, let's look at the spider lines. These seem to always bleed out. Oh, I got my little guesstimate here where that's coming.
Nice.
Man, oh man. How does this look? Hmm. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's back to this 3-day. I think of a fresh one here. Let's see. Yeah. God. Just delete all that. And then just hide drawings. Oops, wrong one. Hide indicators. Now we can scribble away. Wish I could still show market size B though. Market structure. Let's check it out. So that's the line to hold right there. I'll just stretch it out for waves. And then what happens if we go like this? Whoa. Logarithmic. Okay. And I just plop it right on top. Man, if we just do that for a while, oh god. A lot of people have these drawings up, dude. When I look in
Looking.
you know what I'm talking about? People talking about, oh, we could just do this and then that will break out. God. That would be actually that would not take that long if it played out that fast. That would be this summer. Breaking out. I don't know, man. Very interesting. What were you looking at back here? That I wanted to check. Oh, I was gonna draw some fibs. Ugh. That's what it was. Oh, I keep doing that. Get out of drawing mode. Jesus. I had it locked or something and it kept sticking. All right, let's just do fibs on this one then.
Man, that candle it's looking real nice, dude. And Friday just started, and it's been down on Fridays for a while. Every Friday down, but today and yesterday, man, that looks real nice. This is the daily, right? Yeah, and just started 5 hours ago or 6 hours ago or something.
Oh, that was the 3-day that I had. So we were flat though for a day. So like,
okay, flat for a day. Real flat.
Actually looking like, yeah. Remember the baby turtles? They got big. It got too big to be. See, this is that was that baby turtle. I was hoping it'd come up here. instead of doing this here, I was hoping to kind of come up here like that. Can you see that very well?
Yeah, I can see it.
There you go. But yeah, baby turtle been eaten.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy now. He's turtle. He got so big. Supposed to be a little turtle right there. He got huge. Okay. So the question is, does this go like this and come down and get deeper? Because we could go deeper if you look back here, you know, and these RSIs right here could go from being up to, to coming, I don't know. They're pretty strong up, more so than over here. So maybe we keep going up and what happened, right? This is a tool I like to see done. Could do that where we've got, can I run it back? So I mean, it kind of looks similar here, where they're kind of wide. So they were wide there and they got really spread out, and then that's when they dipped a little bit, consolidated. This is all over a long period of time though. It's on the 2-day. Will it kill it if I do that? Yeah. Trying to look for some signs here. On the daily. Look at these right here. Bam. Okay, so it went down from there. So that's interesting. If you go right here, y'all thought like, oh, we might break out right here. And we just were like, oh. With these RSIs, when they spread out, you have to watch it. And that stuff start pointing down. Dropped. Very interesting. Kind of looks like it did right here before it dropped hardcore, doesn't it? Right here. I'll make a line. Like right about there. They had just come up from a little cup, albeit this one's kind of tilted the other way. Do we have any divergence? Yeah. Okay, so like if that 3-day momentum carries through and this money flow comes back in and we push up through past like 45,000, then it might be like bull run back on. But until that happens, I still think we're looking at short territory. You want to try and find a good spot for a short. Because on the daily looks weak to me. The 12-hour also looks weak to me. Look at that. See that flat right there?
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Continuation down.
Something probably like this, a little Bart Simpson action. Am I right?
Oh yeah, maybe.
The Bitcoin loves to Bart Simpson, dude. He's everywhere.
They're all over. Yeah, there's
all
one.
over.
It's upside down right there.
Right
too.
here. Boom. Fucking Bart, get out of my face.
Get out.
Bart coin. Started Bart coin. But it should have been called, instead of Bitcoin, Bart coin. So yeah, if it Bart Simpson's back down to 38 by, what would that be? Next weekend? What's today? Yeah. So like, is today fit? Gosh, goes by so fast. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so if it dumps by like between Wednesday and Friday, man, somewhere in there, I don't know. We'll see. Let's zoom in. We'll zoom in a little bit. So okay. See, this looks weak right here too. Weak. Oh, dude, that's harsh. See this right here? Bam. We going down to 38, 39, somewhere in there.
Isn't that what I was saying earlier too? Like I could really see it going back down to 38.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you did say that. Got it on film.
I don't remember if that was on here.
Spider lines. Tell you every time. So these spider lines say 39.1-ish, 39.2. Excuse me. Look at this, dude. Isn't that crazy? Got a little crazy. Right here. Bam. 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 On that spider line right here.
And then it pumped right through it.
And then, yeah, and then it said, bam. Hit it 3 times and broke it. And then it's going to go. Maybe do some of this. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it goes up this way.
It could go up. It could go down.
Yeah, I like to.
It might be trying to find support right here, and it might find it, or it might not.
I think it's gonna come down to. It might crash through that purple line and go straight to the white one at 36.6. But we'll see. Kind of want to watch that. Gotta watch CryptoPace's video. He's supposedly he did a debate today on Bitcoin. Bitcoin versus bear versus bull case. Bitcoin. I don't remember who it was, but he posted them on Twitter. Yeah. Oh, the guy here, ETH. Well, the 2 hour has been looking mighty fine. Dude, this whole, these guys just started pumping out of nowhere. It went boing, boing, boing. Long before the chong. But see, this is where it's like tricky, right? Like this is like, okay, that's going up. This is going up. Confluence. But your money flow's going down. So they build you up, 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 down, down, down. Maybe. And then you just get another one of these little Humpty Dumptys right here. See? If it even goes up to 32. Have spider lines on this? Yeah. They're big ones though. Space, just all spacer. See, look at that. We're at former support right now.
Wow.
Yeah, that wedge broke though. That bearish wedge, bear flag thing.
Interesting. And then it's looking weak because it's got to come down and test that for support before it continues on.
That could be the case for sure. Where it does something like this and then kind of bounces back up and does a little surge a do thing that it does, steps up. ETH likes to do steps occasionally. Excuse me. It's like the serpent on the Mayan pyramids right here. The serpent in the Mayan pyramid pattern. And then you'd have maybe you'd have some kind of little weird inverse head and shoulders here. I don't know.
Maybe
come back up to 4,400. Bye. What would this be? That'd be
44 again.
That'd be end of the month. I don't think so. I don't think that happens by the end of the month. I didn't. There's no way. Yeah.
Could.
God,
there is a way. But
I wish. But. I guess money flow's kind of coming in. Yeah. It's green. It just turned green. But see, on the 3-day, it just turned red. And it's more stronger. The weekly. Ooh. Weird. The weekly is kind of pinching. But see, these RSIs are spread out. See how strong they were through all like the major pumpage? They were like the same line. And then they spread out right here. That means weakness. So we'll see. Yeah, right here. But I mean, your chart only looks so good until someone breaks it. Oh, this is kind of cool too. Watch this fun little trick. Oh, dang it. Oh, there are turquoise, another rainbow. Turquoise, rainbow. And yeah, okay. Yeah, so this, look at that. Spider lines, man. Pretty dope.
It's very interesting.
It is. Yeah, I did these ones all off hiking a sheaves, I think, if I remember right. But that's why they're wide to that big gap. So it's like that. You gotta combine it with like your do I have one fibs? Yeah, this one. But this one I need to update too, because A, it's got a lot going on, but B, we broke below. It broke below like everything except, yeah, it even went below this 0.236. So bam. Let's try some freshies.
Fresh meat.
So what do you want to do? You want to do bullish or bearish when we're pulling fibs?
Bullish.
All right. Bullish it is. Think here. So fib retracement. So we're looking for an entry, right? So we think we bottomed. So is this right one? Yeah. Okay, so the golden pocket's going to be. Sorry about that. I gotta remember to mute when I do that. So let me just change these real quick to. Bitcoin orange. This. And this. Okay. So we might look for a retracement back down to 2860 at the least. And yeah, man, even if it comes back down, man, if it was right here, I would really want it to keep going back up. ETH on the 4 hour. Did I grab that right? So anyway, is that really a swing high, swing low though? So, yeah, okay, good enough. Got it. So yeah, so the question is, do you long it here at 2860, 2840-ish, or do you wait till it drops? Try and wait till it drops further into this golden pocket, which would be 25 to 27.
That's a really good question.
Or you could short it now if it looks weak enough. But that is also against the trend, because right now the trend is bullish on the 4 hour, I would say. Wait, right? I mean, if not the 4 hour, at least on the 2 hour. No? I'm just looking at rate pulse right now. Okay, at least on the hourly. But that might be the way to do it, 2840. And then put your stop loss pretty tight if you're on leverage. Maybe like below this low right here.
So I'd probably put it in a little bit below or a little bit above the line, and maybe put the stop loss a little tiny bit below the line, right?
So like
just in case it doesn't come all the way down to the line, because people are looking at it and trying to do the same thing. So you raise up your entry a little bit.
Where the hell is long? We're at? What? Give me a price. 28 something.
69, 28.69.
69.
It's a nice unround number.
Let's see. Oh, 68 something is as close as we get. Okay, so put it and then put the stop loss. Dude, I feel like you could ride.
You could ride pretty low.
Here? 27.68. So you could go
maybe just a tiny bit right
27.60, yeah, which is a little lower than this previous low. I don't know if y'all can see that right here. So you got a stop loss just below that, where if you know that if it goes below that, then you could be looking at more downward action. Plus you got like.
And what are our numbers here? Oh, on your long and short, I mean.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm just gonna do this real quick too. Plus you got that and that. Gotta stay in that mode. Yeah, so you got that little zone right there, right? Where now, granted, you could get the chicken drinking water too into that zone. So that's why you put the stop loss a little bit below.
Yep, a little bit below.
And then just make sure that you're, adjusting your risk accordingly. And then hopefully your upside would be. Let's pull one of these. So we'll do a trend-based fib extension. And we'll go
to that wick down. Wow.
And we'll say that it hits it here. Well, just for all intents and purposes, we'll say that this hits your entry perfectly. So we're just pulling fib lines off that. Okay, so I pulled it from this bottom down here to this top and then down to a retracement of about here. Okay. So we're saying I'm just using that to put a take profit. So if it did that, you could put a take profit in the range of, you could have one basically at, let's do it this way. You could have one at each of these levels. Because you got a 0.618 and 0.5. So as it's doing this, right, it comes down here, fills your order. And then as it works its way up, bounces in here, boom, you took profit. Boom, you took profit. And then boom, you exited and you took profit because it goes, right? And then you just got out on the top. No, it never works out perfectly, but
Never works out perfectly.
But you could be looking for a play like that, right? So you build a plan, you play it out, and you just kind of watch. If it hits, put in your stop loss accordingly, and if you get stopped out, don't sweat it, right? Just make sure you're not putting in a ton of money, and blam, let those little wins add up, because eventually, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll be able to do it. Yo, boom today.
That looks like spam to me.
It does today. Look like spam. But I did say that they needed to say something to me in the comments to communicate. So thank you, Mr. Spammer.
Mr. Spammer.
You're giving us traffic, whatever you are. Maybe it's not a spammer, Ben. How do you know?
It might not be. I mean, know.
Neb. We'll call each other names like that so that they can't catch on us. Neb. Call me TJ. They'll never guess. All right. So that was ETH. Dude, Adam is the new... Oh, look at Adam. Do I have spider lines on Adam? Wow. I guess I do. Probably need to redo them, but they look okay. Decent. On the 1 hour. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. How long ago was that? It was up at $44. $45. It's at 31. Okay.
Man, I remember when these things were all so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Maybe lower or higher low. Man, crypto. Let me look at this real quick. Total. I guess it doesn't really help to be looking at the 1 hour. But we topped out right here. Interesting. This to me looks like it's going to drop again soon. Yeah, dude, it all looks weak to me. That's crazy. I did not think that I would get on here and it would all look so weak. That is crazy. The 3-day looks good. So maybe we just have, like we were saying on all these charts, we have something where we kind of come down, test some lines of support, resistance turn support. So yeah, I mean, be careful out there if you're trading. Make sure you're not getting greedy. I see divergence all over the place on the bearish side, but it could just be we have, but we could just have a little pullback and maybe Moon City after that, because it looks. This is the crypto total. Let's look at the 4-day. And that one's hard to tell. Oh, this is Matic. How is Matic looking? 172. Might have had a little bottom. Let's look at this again. Yeah, see on the 4-day, it looks solid on the DBSI. And we did get a really deep, we got a large green dot on the 3-day. Dang. That's kind of crazy. And the 2. That just means a bottom. So maybe we just come up for a relief rally. See, that's, and then the weekly doesn't look as sure. So we'll have to watch it. It looks like we'll have some pumpage for a little while. Maybe Bitcoin comes back up to 49, 45, 46, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It probably needs to get up in the 42 range before it'll break up there. What is this here? Oh no, here we go. It's already in the 42 range. 43, 44. Man, that's going to be tough resistance too. 43, 44.
Yeah.
And then, 3. I could really see it doing this. Kind of coming up here, pinging down. Maybe doing like this. It's working its way through all this crap, man. If it's going to go up. Have like an unsteady money flow come back up. It's so hard to read right now. Well, all right, man. Well, what do you say? Should we call it a night?
Sheesh.
I think that we're bearish.
Good Saturday.
Be careful out there. Remember, we dropped like 50%, almost, not quite. We dropped like 40% or 35% from 69K. So don't let the little pump fool you, because when you zoom out, we're just back up to where we were before we had a major dump back on, what day was that? The 21st. So yeah, maybe we climb back up to 43, 44, 43 range. But even that is going to be some heavy resistance. So just be careful, everybody. All of our lovely fans and beloved followers.
Stay safe out there for sure. Stay safe. DCA.
And what does DCA stand for, Ben? Please tell the audience.
Dollar cost average. Got to just put in a little bit every time, every chance you get. Don't spend too much money. Don't break the bank. Every day, every week, whatever. Put a little money into something. Invest.
Yep. And just keep learning. Just keep learning about crypto. Keep learning how to use MetaMask and the other wallets that, maybe non-Ethereum blockchains. And yeah, that's all we got, man. We'll see you guys next time for some evening pippin with transition to your network. Chart and chill. Good night, all. Peace and love.